there, Libra, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. This is going to be a reading for the week of April 7th through April 13th, and we're going to take a look at your past, your present, and your near future energies. Also, Libra, please remember energies do go both ways, so I could be picking up on your energy or your person's energy. Take the energies as they resonate for you. Also, Libra, please remember to stick around until the very end of this reading for messages from Spirit. Ooh, I love that. A message from Spirit. It really ties in the whole reading beautifully. Okay, so main energy for your reading this week is the Hierophant. Y'all been dealing with earth signs quite a bit. This reading, we'll see when we clarify. I feel like this is more so, there is a specific relationship showing up here for you. And there's an evolution and a change and a shift going on here. But the shift is within you. The relationship is just the catalyst, what Spirit uses in order to create this shift, this change for you. Okay? So you'll see what I mean when we clarify. In the recent past, you get the Six of Swords, the Fool, the Two of Cups. You are moving towards a beautiful, brand new beginning in love. There's definitely a connection showing up here for you, and you're moving in that direction. You're leaving the difficult stuff behind. You're leaving all the turmoil behind, and you're kind of just like wiping the slate clean, all the good energies, all the good juju, and starting over, starting fresh within a specific connection. So it could be a brand new connection. It could be a new step in an existing connection. We'll see. In the current situation, you get the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Hanged Man. You're kind of in an energy of being open to this. There's definitely a person or a connection. Your heart is open to them. I don't see you investing much energy, and I don't see you doing much about it, to be honest. You're showing me like, yeah, I'm open. I'm interested in this. I'm hopeful. But I still need to figure out if I actually want to put in the energy, put in the work for this to happen. So it could be that, again, if this is somebody from your past, that you just are like, I'm not sure if I can teach an old dog new tricks. I'm not sure if I want to go down this path again. So I see you kind of evaluating and assessing. And in the meantime, you're not doing much. You're not moving. You're kind of just doing your own thing while you figure this out for yourself. In the near future, you get the Three of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Something here is coming to an end, though. It's one of those endings where it's like, I knew this needed to happen, and I didn't want to rip the Band-Aid off. In the near future, I feel like you step into a position of, I can handle this. I can do this. I'm confident that I can deal with whatever is going to come about as me ripping this Band-Aid off. And I see you just kind of tearing it off. So we'll see what this is about when we clarify. I'm not sure. I feel like you're dealing with two connections here, a new one and an old one, or one that you have history with, and one that, you know, is kind of a little on the lighter side. But let's see. Let's clarify the Hierophant for you, which is the main energy for your reading this week. Hierophant is clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Fool, which you get in the recent past, and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely an energy of, there's a connection, and the energy within this connection is really stressing you out. You're showing me, I wish I could just get rid of all this stress. I wish I could just, you know, just let go, release, just kind of wipe the slate clean. And you keep bouncing back and forth between these two energies of, this could be very good. We could have a brand new beginning. This could move in a good direction. And I'm stressed. I'm freaking out. This isn't going to work out. This is causing me so much pain. There's a lot of back and forth between these two energies within this one connection. And so it could be, sometimes this person is really, really great. And you're like, oh, we started over. We started fresh, new beginning. And then other times this person does stuff or says things which just stress you out. And you're like, there's no way this is ever getting better. There's just no way. So let's see what that's about. I want to see, we'll start off by clarifying the Six of Swords for you in the recent past. Six of Swords is clarified by the Two of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Emperor. You're showing me that there's a situation you want to leave. There's something that you want to leave, you want to walk away from, but you're not doing it. You're waiting. You're almost kind of planting your feet firmly in the ground, and you're like, no, I'm going to tough this out. I'm going to wait. We're going to give this more time, right? And again, it could be because in this connection, sometimes this person acts like an a-hole, and other times this person makes you so, so happy. So that could be why you're kind of like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to walk away. I'm waiting, because you're waiting for that point at which it gets better. It's almost like I'm feeling an energy of a roller coaster of like, now you're at the dip and you're like, oh, I'm waiting for it to get back up again. Here's the thing though, with the Five of Swords, that's letting me know that there's an energy of self-denial here, right? So it could be that you're telling yourself something which even you deep down know is not true, but for whatever reason, you're lying to yourself, right? And we do that all the time. We do that all the time where we lie to ourselves, we convince ourselves of things, sometimes for the better, sometimes not so much for the better, but there's definitely an energy of here of like, oh, I'm going to wait for the good point to come back. But even the good point, you know that there's going to be another dip afterwards. So that could be why the Five of Swords is here. Let's take a look at the Fool for you. Oop. The Fool is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Okay, so when things are good, you're showing me that things are working, things are moving, everything's flowing the way it's supposed to. But there's also something from the past, something that took place in the past, and it could be that it's a pattern from the past, or it could be one specific event, which was not great. And what you're showing me here in the recent past is, oh, things are working, things are moving. As long as I don't look at the past, as long as I don't look at that one event, that negative thing that they said, they did, very, very heavy energy tied up to the past. As long as I don't look at that, everything's great. Everything's beautiful. Everything's working out. We're moving towards a brand new beginning. You know, everything's excellent. As long as we don't look at that. So it's like there's an elephant behind you. As long as you don't look at that big elephant behind you, you're good. You're totally fine. But when you look back, that elephant terrifies the life out of you. So let's take a look at the Two of Cups for you in the recent past. The Two of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Wands. This connection, there's a lot of love and there's a lot of passion here, so I completely understand why you feel so strongly about this. But you're also showing me that it's very difficult for you to feel emotionally fulfilled and truly emotionally happy within this connection. The love is there. The passion is there. Something's missing. There's something that you're showing me like, I feel happy. I just can't feel fully happy. You know, it's like, and again, when you are happy, it's because you've released the past. You've worked through the past. When you're still holding on to this and you're just kind of like, yeah, things are working, as long as we don't talk about this, bring it up, whatever, of course there's something missing, right? Like there's you, there's this person, and then there's this big ass elephant in the room as well. So it's going to be hard to spread out and feel truly, you know, like yourself when you got this big elephant taking up room. Let's take a look at the Seven of Pentacles for you in the current situation. Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Judgment, the Moon, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is why you're assessing and evaluating. It's not you, the 3D you that I'm talking to right now. It's your higher self taking a minute to process these energies, okay? Excuse me. There's a transformation happening here. Your higher self is kind of trying to guide you in a specific direction, and I see you kind of being like, I don't really want to look at this. I don't really want to deal with this. I don't want to, you know, let's just pretend like it's not there. Let's pretend the elephant is not there. Spirit is coming in and being like, you can't keep ignoring this damn elephant, Libra. Things have got to happen the way they're meant to happen. So again, in the current situation, your 3D world, you're like, let me see. What do I do? Should I, shouldn't I? You know, thinking about it. In the meantime, your higher self is in the background orchestrating things and unfolding things the way they're meant to unfold. Let's take a look at the Page of Cups for you in the current situation. Page of Cups is clarified by the Chariot, the Nine of Wands, the Three of Swords. Yeah, you're finally opening up a little bit to this whole energy. Not your higher self, the connection between the two of you. You're showing me I'm open to it. You know, things have been going good. I'm open. I'm okay. We're moving. Things are moving. Energies are happening. You're still very defensive though. And again, the reason you're defensive is because there's heartbreak here that you have not processed. It could be that whatever happened between the two of you in the past, whether it's a breakup, an event, whatever it is, right? It's going to be different for each of you. You're still carrying that pain. You haven't worked through it. And so, of course, you're like, yeah, I'm moving, but you're very guarded. You're making sure I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want to feel this pain again. So, of course, you're going to be defensive, right? And I also see in the recent past that you're not even talking about whatever happened. You don't even want to look at it. So that's telling me that you're not really processing this pain. You're just kind of trying to gloss over it and just be like, yeah, it's fine. We moved past it. You know, it never happened. No big deal. If you don't work through the pain, it's going to show up again for you. It needs to be processed. You can't keep burying it deep, deep down. Let's take a look at the Hangman for you in the current situation. The Hangman is clarified by the Six of Wands, the Strength, the Page of Swords. Nothing's moving really in the current situation. Nothing's really happening. There's a lot of stagnation. And the reason this is happening is because there's something you need to realize here. There's something that you need to realize in order to get to a position where you feel like you got it. You figured it out. Like, I've successfully overcome this, right? Whatever this is, it's not easy. And I see you really not wanting to look at this, not wanting to realize it. And so Spirit's like, okay, you don't want to look at this elephant, that's fine. But the energies are going to be at a pause because you need, excuse me, you need to gain this insight. You need to understand this. You need to gain this new perspective because it's going to lead you to success. But until you get there, until you're ready to look at it, oh wait, I'm patient. But don't expect anything to happen and anything to unfold. And you're showing me like it's taken a lot of courage, it's taken a lot of energy for me to be able to actually look at whatever this is. And I'm assuming it's this big elephant that you just are completely trying to avoid. Let's take a look at the Three of Swords for you in the near future. Three of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the King of Cups. You're doing it. You're finally stepping into your power in the near future where you're slowly willing to look at this pain that you carry tied up to love. It could be love with the specific person. There's a specific connection that this pain is tied up to. Or it could just be that there's pain that you've accumulated from all relationships, right? Anytime we're with someone, we break up with them, any experience that we have, we go through and we collect those experiences and our mind stores them as lessons. A lot of those times, those lessons are pain that we don't really want to look at. So our brain's like, okay, I'm going to keep this in a little drawer. And anytime, something feels similar, I'm going to pull out this pain that you experienced and you're going to run the other way. What you've done is basically taken all this pain, taken all these lessons, and you just kind of like kept them in the drawer, but you never actually worked through them, right? Like, it's almost like you have a recipe, but you never even cook. So you have the recipe in case it's there. When you need to, you can look at it, but you're not actually making use of it. Same thing. You've taken this pain, you've stored it within you, but you never actually processed it. And in the near future, I see you slowly stepping into your power, into an energy of being able to process it. Let's take a look at the King of Wands for you in the near future. King of Wands is clarified by the Page of Cups, which you get in the same row in the current situation, the Seven of Pentacles, which you also got in the current situation, and the King of Wands. Again, lots of healing going on here. Lots of healing around this pain that you haven't processed. Lots of healings around this transformation that your higher self is trying to communicate to you. There's a lot of internal work going on here in the near future, and you're showing me I'm confident that I can do this. I can handle this. I'm in my power. Like, I can deal with this. I'm not afraid anymore. This is beautiful. Let's take a look at the Ten of Swords for you then in the near future. You're definitely taking a look at this elephant. Not only are you looking at this elephant, you're talking to it, you're giving it a name. Like, you're recognizing and really working to remove this elephant from the room. Yes, yes. I love this, Libra. The Ten of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Swords again, the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Wands. The painful, difficult part is over. The elephant that has been taking up so much room, that has been weighing on you, it's done. You've removed it from the room. You've opened up. You've communicated with yourself, with the other person. Things move quickly for you here. And then once you've cleared this elephant from the room and you're not afraid to look at the pain and you're not afraid to deal with it, bam. Brand new, passionate beginning. You're stepping into an energy of feeling alive, feeling like, the world is your oyster. Everything is, wow, this is so beautiful. This is beautiful. Let's see. I want to see what Spirit wants you to keep in mind this week. Once you look at this, once you're like, you know what? Fine. This is hard. This is painful, but I'm going to do it. God damn it. And then you do it, and then everything unfolds beautifully. Let's take a look at what Spirit wants you to keep in mind this week. Nope, I don't like that. 2 more shuffles. I don't like how the cards feel. Sometimes the cards will give me attitude and they're just like, no, I don't want to go on the deck. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to force you. I'm just going to keep shuffling. From the universe, you get the World, the Page of Swords, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you've definitely ended a cycle of resistance, of not wanting to look at this elephant. You're done with that. In the current situation with the Page of Swords, you're finally looking at it. You're dealing with the pain. You're looking at the pain. And that's exactly it. That cycle of denial, of pretending like you can't see it, that's gone, that's over, and you're starting a brand new cycle. And this new cycle looks beautiful. So Libra, that is what I have for you. This was such a beautiful reading. I hope it helped and resonated for you. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Make sure to check out your monthly reading up on the channel now. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you here next week.